From the mists of an ancient past, whispers emerge, of a power so profound, a wisdom so secret, it shaped civilizations and terrified empires. This is a journey into the shadowy realms of antiquity, a quest to unearth the profound enigmas surrounding the Druids, the enigmatic high priests and priestesses of the ancient Celtic world. For centuries, their very name has conjured images of mystery, power, and a forbidden knowledge lost to the ages. Tonight, on Echoes of Time, we delve into the heart of this ancient secret, peeling back the layers of myth and conjecture to seek the truth. Who truly were these custodians of forbidden wisdom? What profound secrets did they guard within their sacred groves, hidden from the gaze of outsiders? And what immense power did they genuinely wield, not merely over the hearts and minds of their people, but over the very fabric of their society? These are the questions that have haunted historians and archaeologists for generations, forming the core of one of history's most misunderstood and utterly mysterious orders. This video embarks on a meticulous quest, sifting through the dust of centuries to unearth the elusive truth behind these captivating figures, whose legacy continues to echo through the corridors of time. For centuries, the Druids both fascinated and terrified their contemporaries, leaving an indelible mark on the historical record, even as their true nature remained shrouded in shadow. From the awestruck accounts penned by Roman conquerors, notably Julius Caesar, who encountered them firsthand, to the unsettling whispers of human sacrifice and potent magic that lingered long after their decline, their reputation was one of formidable, almost supernatural authority. Their presence loomed large, a spiritual and intellectual force that commanded respect and fear in equal measure. They were figures of immense import, shaping the beliefs, actions, and destiny of the Celtic peoples across vast stretches of ancient Europe. Yet, despite their undeniable influence, the Druids left behind no written doctrine of their own. This critical absence of their own records forms the very bedrock of the historical challenge they present. Their vast knowledge, spanning an incredibly diverse range of disciplines, including law, medicine, astronomy, and philosophy, was meticulously passed down not through scrolls or tablets, but orally from generation to generation of initiates. This rigorous oral tradition, while undoubtedly effective in preserving their teachings for a time within their select circles, simultaneously contributed to a profound and enduring veil of secrecy that continues to shroud them today. It is this very lack of direct documentation that makes their true practices incredibly difficult for modern historians to fully grasp, challenging every attempt to separate historical fact from the rich tapestry of mythological embellishment that has accumulated over millennia. We are left with fragments, inferences, and the biased perspectives of their enemies rather than their own voices. The consequences of this oral tradition are far-reaching. Imagine a society whose most profound wisdom, its legal codes, its medical breakthroughs, its understanding of the cosmos, and its philosophical bedrock existed only in the memories and spoken words of its most revered members. When that lineage was broken, either through persecution, assimilation, or the simple passage of time, the knowledge itself became incredibly vulnerable. The insights into their spiritual ceremonies, their intricate understanding of natural forces, their methods of healing, and their interpretations of the celestial dance were effectively lost to direct apprehension. We are left to reconstruct a magnificent mosaic from scattered, often secondary sources, each offering a tantalizing glimpse, but never the full, unimpeded view. Consequently, numerous theories have arisen, each attempting to penetrate this formidable veil of secrecy and illuminate the true nature of Druidic power and purpose. These theories are not mutually exclusive, but rather represent different facets of what was likely a complex and evolving institution. They are the scholarly attempts to piece together a coherent narrative from the available, albeit sparse, evidence, each hypothesis offering a potential window into their elusive world. The debate surrounding these interpretations is as vibrant and as ancient as the subject itself, underscoring the enduring mystery that surrounds these captivating figures. One prominent theory contends that the Druids were primarily spiritual leaders, deeply attuned to the natural world in a way that modern society can scarcely comprehend. In this view, their authority stemmed from their profound connection to the earth, the sky, and the cycles of life and death that governed existence. They presided over complex religious ceremonies, rites that celebrated the seasons, propitiated deities, and sought harmony between humanity and the environment. Their rituals were not mere superstitions, but deeply meaningful expressions of their worldview, designed to maintain balance and invoke the favor of unseen forces. It is within this context that some scholars propose their involvement with monumental sites like Stonehenge. While the exact connection remains hotly debated, the possibility that such ancient, astronomically aligned structures served as sacred gathering places, perhaps even as grand celestial observatories or temples under Druidic stewardship, adds another layer to their potential role as supreme custodians of religious practice and cosmic understanding. Their spiritual authority, therefore, would have been absolute, guiding their communities through the unseen currents of the divine. A second compelling perspective proposes that the Druids were far more than just religious figures. They were powerful political figures and astute arbiters of justice. In this interpretation, their spiritual authority was not merely an end in itself, but a potent tool leveraged to maintain social order and guide communities. They held immense societal influence, an authority that rivaled and perhaps even surpassed that of kings. Imagine a judicial system where the pronouncements of the Druids were final, their wisdom revered, their judgments absolute. They would have acted as judges, peacemakers, and lawgivers, ensuring the cohesion and stability of Celtic society through a blend of spiritual decree and practical governance. Their ability to interpret omens, to understand the will of the gods, and to articulate ethical principles would have given them an unparalleled position within the social hierarchy, allowing them to exert control and direct the collective destiny of their people with profound effectiveness. Their wisdom, in this light, was not solely mystical but deeply practical, forming the very framework of Celtic civil life. A third, more encompassing perspective suggests that the Druids' role was far more fluid and adaptable, evolving over the centuries in response to changing societal needs and external pressures. This theory posits that their functions were not static but dynamic, shifting from archaic shamanic figures deeply entrenched in animistic practices and direct communication with the spirit world to revered educators responsible for the intellectual and moral development of the young elite. In this later role, they would have been the repository of all knowledge, not only spiritual but also secular, shaping the minds of future leaders and ensuring the continuity of Celtic cultural identity. Ultimately, this adaptability led them to act as vigilant guardians of Celtic identity itself, especially against the encroaching influence and military might of foreign incursions, particularly the Roman Empire. They embodied the very spirit of their people, serving as intellectual and cultural bulwarks against assimilation, their wisdom a shield against the erosion of tradition. This fluidity of role suggests an institution of incredible resilience and intellectual depth, capable of transforming its focus while maintaining its fundamental importance to Celtic society. These different theories lead us to ponder specific, tantalizing questions that remain stubbornly unanswered. Did these ancient sages possess an advanced understanding of the cosmos, one that allowed them to predict celestial events or even chart the movements of heavenly bodies with an accuracy far beyond what we typically attribute to their era? Were they masters of forgotten healing arts, employing botanical knowledge and ritualistic practices that could cure ailments now deemed incurable? A sophisticated medical tradition lost to time? Or perhaps, did they indeed possess prophetic abilities, a heightened intuition, or a mystical connection that allowed them to glimpse the future, guiding their people through uncertain times with a foresight that bordered on the supernatural? The debate continues, each question opening new avenues for exploration and challenging our preconceived notions of ancient capabilities. To penetrate this ancient veil of secrecy, modern scholars and archaeologists meticulously sift through every available shred of evidence. We examine archaeological findings, from the ceremonial sites where they might have gathered, to the artifacts that hint at their daily lives and spiritual practices. We analyze ancient texts written by Greek and Roman authors, understanding that these are often colored by bias, misunderstanding, or outright propaganda, yet still offering invaluable, albeit indirect, glimpses. We even delve into lingering folklore, recognizing that within the embellished tales of later eras, fragments of genuine historical memory might persist, passed down through generations. It is a painstaking process of piecing together fragments of a forgotten era, much like assembling a vast, intricate puzzle where many pieces are missing and others are warped by time. Each discovery, each reinterpretation of an ancient passage, each new understanding of a landscape once sacred, helps to illuminate the enduring legacy and hidden depths of Druidic wisdom. It is a slow, iterative process, but one that gradually brings into sharper focus a people and a practice that have long been relegated to the realm of myth. The goal is not just to understand the Druids in isolation, but to better comprehend the entire tapestry of ancient Celtic culture, to see how these powerful figures shaped its beliefs, its governance, and its very identity. As we journey through these echoes of the past, we are compelled to question everything we thought we knew about the ancient Celts and the formidable individuals who guided them. The Druids stand as a profound reminder of the vast reaches of human knowledge, the complex interplay of power and spirituality, and the enduring challenge of reconstructing history from its most elusive sources. Their story, obscured by centuries of silence and interpretation, reminds us that the past is never truly settled, always inviting new inquiry, new perspectives, and deeper understanding. What other profound wisdom, hidden beneath the dust of ages, awaits its rediscovery, echoing the forgotten truths of our shared past?